Hello Internet, it is I, TheRoschi, and I'm back with another reaction, but this time, I'm listening to some Genshin Impact music. In the majority of videos that I make, I mention how great the music in Genshin Impact is. However, it's very rarely I ever sit down to just listen to it as its own piece. Well, today, I want to do that. Because, as you returning viewers know, I like Fischl. When I originally played the game for, like, a day, I pulled Fischl and I was very happy with playing with that character. I like her aesthetic, she seems pretty funny, it's over dramatic. The music behind her actions is always so epic, unironically epic. And then I found out about the Golden Apple Archipelago chapter. But I like Fischl and I want to listen to her music, so I'm gonna do that now. So now I'm gonna listen to track 22 all the way to track 27 for Fischl's segment of this soundtrack. A link to the playlist will be in the comment section down below. Okay, these names are in German. I do not even want to attempt to butcher these, so I'm just gonna have the title on screen and I'm just gonna start playing it. So here we go. This is track 22. It's very somber right now. It feels like a song that would be playing behind, like... We're moving right into the next one. Oh, man. I'm just gonna keep it flowing and have comments here and there. But that felt like a flashback, the first one, right? Like telling of a story. I feel like now we're in a castle and there's like an instructor trying to teach you proper etiquette of how to go about being a noble right now. That's what I'm getting from this. This is the proper way to walk. This is the proper way to eat at the table. This is how you greet someone. I love the piano so much. I wish I could play it. I really do. I would try to learn this stuff in a heartbeat if I had any skill with the piano. Okay. There's a little bit more of like a twanginess to this one. Yeah, is this almost like... It's like a similar kind of... I don't want to say like a reprise, but it's like the previous song, but with some slight differences in the instruments. Or it's reminiscent of that anyway. Oh, the name is similar, so it is probably just kind of like a... Okay, okay. That actually makes sense. Now that I actually look at the title. That's why it seems so similar. Ooh. This is almost Gerudo Valley. This is like a slowed down Gerudo Valley from Legend of Zelda. Like the intro to it. What? Okay, now it's switching. Oh, that was so interesting. Yeah. Now it's going back to like slow down Gerudo Valley again. Right? Am I crazy for thinking that? What? Okay, and then it switches back. That's so cool. Once again, I'm not very, you know, well-versed when it comes to music theory, terminology, and just how to read music or anything like that. I listen to music and I just feel it. So if I say anything that sounds pretty out of pocket when it comes to talking about music, my apologies, but oh man. I love this so far. Ooh. Okay, I'm actually going to pause it here because I want to talk about what I've listened to thus far, and I believe it's the next one, which is the big one that a lot of people tell me to react to. So I'm finally getting to it, but I gotta talk about what I went through so far with this. That was a lot more different than what I was expecting. There's a very like European feel to this music and this classicalness, but we're getting these guitar strings, and I don't know much about German culture and anything like that as far as like guitar goes, but this sounded almost like as if it was from Spain or something. It definitely had like a little bit of like an island vibe to it, but still kept this classy feel. And I guess that makes sense because this whole chapter took place over a like, you know, like a summer vacation, right? It's like the vacation that Klee's mother fabricates for Klee, but this is like a Fischl adventure, and I guess it still takes place on the island, or from what I heard, I thought it was some sort of like island castle getaway thing inside of like her mind palace, essentially. I don't actually know the full story, but I think that's just what I've been able to grasp after seeing people in the comment sections talk about it and seeing the little stuff with Fischl that I have. Such an interesting character, and how wild of an imagination that she has, and I'm sure there are all sorts of darker reasonings as to why she is the way she is. There's all sorts of crazy theories where like Genshin itself is in the mind of Fischl, right? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. It's something that I would really like to look into someday. Yeah, so great so far. Loving that vibe to it. It started very like what I thought it was going to with the piano, and then we got some twanginess and some strings in there, and it sounds good. But now I think this last one here, this is her battle theme, or the battle theme for this event, which I have never heard before, and if I have, I've been unaware of it, but it's supposed to be crazy, right? So let's get into it. Okay. Very mysterious, shadowy. You know what, for the rest of this, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to listen. I'll have commentary afterwards. So if you want to hear my thoughts, stick around. god. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I might have to listen to that again. I mean, I'm definitely going to be listening to it again, but I mean again on this video. There is the classic, like the classic European Gothic feel to it in the beginning, right? And every little sound starts off subtle. Throughout the entire song, everything builds up and gets more powerful and more instruments intertwine with each other. The feeling I got from this was that there is an issue with time, that there is a lot of rushing involved, but there was also, at least in the beginning of it, this sneaky shadowiness to it with the very light repeated sounds. The that in the beginning reminded me of tiptoeing or footsteps in a hurry, quiet, someone rushing from one place to another to do something. There gives a sense of urgency, that there is like time of the essence here. As that continued, that kind of feeling got stronger, and then there was almost like a franticness to it. And in the background, behind all the classical notes that we're hearing, once again, don't know the right words for it, you have more of the modern aged instruments coming in. You have this electric guitar in the background, and it actually comes to the foreground at points. And there was this one part in the song where you heard the acoustic guitar. When that came in, it paired up with the electric guitar that was also in the front, and it just matched and sounded so good together. I never, honestly, maybe it's my own fault for not exploring music as much as I should, but I never once really thought about pairing an electric guitar with an acoustic guitar in a song. I can't think of any other song where I've heard that, and maybe it's just because I don't normally listen that deep. So when something sounds good, it just sounds good, and I don't really think about it. Unlike when I see something like visually, I break it down and I can't stop. I don't know what that is, but it's something I need to work on. But that was so unique sounding, and it works so well for this. And then you have the organ in the background, and there was a specific part where you could hear it when the bells were being tolled. Okay, so yeah, those were just some notes that I took as I was listening to it, because I didn't want to forget. But oh man, it's hard to explain, but that just felt good. I want to listen to it one more time, and this time I might talk over it more than I did before, to kind of, you know, mention when I hear the things that make me oh so happy. Okay. Right. Okay, you have the little strum here and there, but you have this and that's making me think of like the hurried, quiet running, the urgency. It just feels very secretive. But now it's building. And it's getting a little louder. there are some background things moving to the front. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. There's like an impending, almost like an impending doom or threat. Yep, now it's speeding up again. The electric guitar's coming in. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Yep. Yeah. This with the acoustic and the electric works so well. Okay. And now we have the bell, and there's the organ, and the light tapping up front. This is the very, like, goth feel right now. Very gothic, like, European feel. Oh, that made me think of something. What was the name? The guitar in this makes me think of a specific song. Is the song literally... I mean, not the song, but the guitar, the electric guitar? Oh my god. Like here especially, and how it kind of like stretches and drowns out. Like the guitar is like crying. What's the song it reminds me of? Oh, from the Beatles. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. There's something about that reminds me of that. I haven't heard that Beatles song in a long time, but I don't know why. This suddenly sparked that in the back of my head. Ooh, I love that distortion at the end there. Oh my god. Alright guys, so that was me. I'm laughing because I'm just so pleased. I didn't think it was gonna... I mean, of course I knew it was gonna be good. It hit me in the face in a way I wasn't expecting. I knew I was gonna get hit in the face, but like, this was a left hook. It wasn't a right hook, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Oh, wow. I love Fischl. She's great. This music, I feel like it fits her so well from what I've seen and what I do know about her. There is this darkness, but there's also this hype involved. And it makes sense with how bombastic her exaggerated demeanor is most of the time. Even though I know that there are reasons, I don't know why, as to why she acts the way she does. And I'm looking forward to finding out someday whether or not I have to research it on my own or whatever. It's alright, but man, it does make me sad that I stopped Genshin when I did, because I ended up missing out on some stuff like this. What do you think? Do you think these kind of events will ever return to Genshin? Do you think Hoyoverse is trying to work something out where they'll do like something special where people can replay the old stuff in time? I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon, but maybe one day. Or do you think it's long and gone, it's too late, mistakes were made, and now I'll just have to look it up on YouTube like most people if they want to experience it? Either way, it's fine. I'm gonna check it out one of these times. But man, this was so much fun. And that's all I have to really say about it for now. Maybe I'll return to these. I'll listen to some of the other Golden Apple Archipelago stuff, but let me know in the comments down below what you think about this music. And with that said, thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it as always. If you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed to the channel, then I highly recommend you do so. About 70-ish% of you, I think 71, continue to come back and are not subscribed. So do us both a favor and subscribe to help me out, and by you doing so, you can keep up to date with all of this stuff that I put out that you apparently like so much. So thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. And if you made it this far in the video, then somewhere in the comment section down below within your message, leave the word fantasy, and that way I will know that you are indeed a real one. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.